G'day guys and welcome back to the JFBS SuperCoach channel. And today we're going to go through the Week 12 review, the Week 13 preview in NBA SuperCoach. As you can see, I scored a 1,000 this past week. When I first looked at it, I was like, that's not great. I felt like I could have done a bit more. A couple of things could have swung my way and probably had a high score. But as soon as I saw that I went up 2,600 compared to last week and was ranked 391st in the whole round, I was pretty stoked about it, which is really good. I finally hit the top 6% and more importantly, went up 455 spots overall, which is really nice. We're trying to crack into that top 5% and just keep chipping at it. It's been good like that so far, and I've been pretty happy with that. All right, let's go through the team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at a 94 over 3 games, which was very nice. We'll check out the top 50 performers a bit later of why I'm not too disappointed with his score, but a 94 is very good. Maxey averaged 27 over 3 games. Look, I was expecting around a 90, but at the same time, I don't really care because he's playing 4 this week, and he's probably the guy to go for or to trade for this week if you don't have him. Jamal Murray had the third highest score with 127 for the week. Obviously with no Jokic and, no Cam Johnson, and then, Aaron Gordon playing a bit and Christian Brown playing a little bit as well. So 127 has been very good for Jamal Murray there. Amen Thompson, a little bit disappointing, I'll be honest. Yeah, like 4 games with an 89. Kind of wishing a bit more than that. Not much more I can really say there. Forgot to go over the bench, but Ryan Nembhard with a 42. Obviously, his score went up a bit more considering of the injury to, Cooper Flagg. 42 is fine. I think it's the first time he's gone up in price since I got him at first. But yeah, I don't know if he's going to be staying or not. I don't know how bad Flagg's injury is. I kind of want to get rid of him because of that, but we'll just have a look. Landry Shamet, my favorite bench rotter in NBA SuperCoach. I've had this guy for about a good month and a half, I reckon, and he's finally playing again. I don't know. What's his break even this week? 39. He's played 3 games. Don't know if he's going to get that, but look, we can hope for the best and see if we're going to get rid of him this week or not. Derek Queen with a 74 over 4 games. Just could have been better again. We've seen him score 116 over 4 games. So this is probably the floor that you get of Derek Queen over a 4-game week, which is a bit disappointing. So look, he's on the chopping block. If I have a look at the schedule here, which I will fix up really quick. This wants to work. Can I? No, I can't. Can I, please? I think that's the best we're going to get. But where's New Orleans? Yep. So week 13, I've got 3 games in a row playing 3, which isn't great. And then Toronto's next week. Toronto is next week, which means Scotty Barnes. This will be his last week as well on the team. I forgot to go over Najee. Sorry, but Scotty Barnes, only 100 over 4 games. Thought it would be a bit more. I did watch the Lakers-Toronto game today and thought he did well. I thought he scored more than a 21, but look, can't complain, really. He was in the top, 15 of scoring. Cooper Flagg, 41, got injured in the second game. I think I would have scored a bit more, which would have been nice. But look, my lowest score with the flex there was Derek Queen with a 74. So look, not the worst thing in the world, but look, could have done better. Najee, I forgot to go over 29 over 4 games. I don't know what I'm doing with these 4. I'll be honest. I don't know. Kevin Durant, 104 over 4 games. Thought he'd do better as well. He had about 116 last week, so I thought he'd get to a similar score of that. Cat, unfortunately, I was forced to keep him considering that Anthony Edwards and Denny Avdija were injured this week, and FD's got 2 games next week, and Edwards has got, I think, 3 next week as well. Where's Minnesota? They're down here. Yeah, week 13. Then they've got 3 games in a row with 4, but you kind of want to go for those 5 games after that. Sorry, I'm rambling. Maxime Renault, he, I think, is on the chopping block. He's only playing 3 games this week. He's got a 69 break even. Domantas Sabonis has been back, but he's been coming off the bench, which has been affecting Renault, which has been unfortunate. So I think he is on the chopping block. They haven't showed the most traded in and traded out, but yeah, that is the team so far. Lucky last is Luka Doncic, the captain of the team. Missed 1 game, which was super, super annoying. He could have easily been the highest scorer of the round, but 128 over 4 games. I'll just take it for what it is. Could have played a 5th game. He had a horrible start today. He only scored an 18, which was great. So, look, he could have done a lot better, but look, shouldn't complain at the end of the day, considering that, I actually went up in rank, which was really, really good. Let's have a look at the top 50 performers here for the week. So LeBron surprisingly played all 5 games. Shout out to I think it was about 2.5% of people brought him in. Shout out to you guys. You took a punt on bringing him in. I was never going to, considering that I was always scared of, he might have missed 1 or 2 games there. Doncic and Murray, we had them. Ayton with 115, Vucevic with 114. Was that over 4 games? There's probably a quicker way of checking. Yes, they played 4 games, so 114 over 4 games. Murphy with 112. George, Şengün, I wanted to bring him in last week. Disappointing. Najee with 108, very good. So yeah, only 14 players scoring 100 or more, and I had four in the top 15, which isn't too bad. I don't know how many guys would have had all 4 of my guys. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not disappointed with Shea and Amen. Oh, Amen, I'm a bit more disappointed, but Shea, 94, only played 3 games, and he was 20th in scoring overall. Some other guys, we've got Klingon doing his thing. Peyton Watson still climbing up in money and value. Good on him. Good on anyone that's jumped on him. I wish I did get on him, but haven't been able to. Colin Murray-Boyles had a good 4 games. If you brought him in, shout out to you. I really did want to bring him in, but it's just disappointing that I couldn't find a way to get him in, which is a bit shit. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell, 78 over 3 games, I'm pretty sure. Now he's playing 4. Maxi's there, 81 as well. Cat was somehow made it to the top 50, and Derek Queen too. So that was the top 50 performers. So that's why I wasn't that's why I wasn't disappointed with Shea scoring 94, because he was top 20, which is good. Let's have a look at the rankings. Who scored the most for week 12? 1,130. So only 130 points more than me. Did bring in LeBron, and Markkinen was covered by the flex. Pretty solid week. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys scoring over 100. Oh my God, you've got a bench that look at that bench making with all that cash, even though Laravia went down. But these players going up in price as well. Yeah, very solid week. 124 as well. Also did bring in LeBron. Jalen Johnson getting covered by the flex. Could have scored a lot more. That's a very... Oh, my God. Only 6 less. Anyway, so that was the top 50 performers in the top scores of the round. Let's have a look at break-evens. Noah Pender, minus 14. Ryan Repair. There is not many good options, is there? Oh, God. Miller, Powell, Martin, Beringer, Bryce Sensabaugh, playing 4 this week. How many? I want to have a look at. I want to have a look at his minutes recently. 30, 28, 34. Oh, not a bad option potentially. Bryce Sensabaugh. Went up a mil, which was good. The rest of this is just dead. Clay Thompson's the next guy. There's really no good options. Jalen Pickett, maybe, but you're about a 1 point. We're a 1 price rise too late. There is really not good many options for your cheapies, really. Yeah, look, I don't know what to go off by from that. Yeah. I can't go most traded in and traded out because has it updated yet? No, it hasn't updated even. So normally I'd wait around. This is the first time in a couple of weeks where I'm able to record straight after, it all being done. But let's just have a look at the guy. Let's just get back into this. So week 13, the teams are playing 4 games. I'm about to sneeze. I'm really sorry. Excuse me. It's Brooklyn, Boston, Cleveland, Dallas, Denver, Detroit, Golden State. Detroit's coming off their bad schedule. After week 16, I'm pretty sure they've got a really solid schedule. Golden State, Clippers, Milwaukee, OKC, Philadelphia. Max is the guy to go for this week, no matter what, in my opinion. Booker. Phoenix Suns, you could go for Booker. Sacramento's, San Antonio, Toronto, and Utah. The teams that are playing 4. Teams to really avoid are Orlando and Portland. And obviously, I don't know how I missed it, but Miami are the one team that are playing 5 this week. I can have it. Well, I can have. Oh God, I can't speak. We can have a quick little discussion about Miami. So it was a bit different with the LA team because they've got Luka Doncic, LeBron James, who obviously scored 154 points this week. But excuse me. If we look at Miami, and we look at their averages here, you've got Tyler Hero with a 22.5. I was looking at Bam. I did have a look at Norman Powell. They play Golden State. This is going to be a pretty rough 5 games, I reckon, for Miami. They're on the road. They're playing Golden State. Wait, are they on the road? That just looks like they're on the road. No, they're playing at home. What? I'm horrible. So we've got... Surely that means that they're playing away. No, they're playing at home. Right. Okay, because that changes things. Because I thought they were playing away. So they play... But I feel like that doesn't make sense. This is going to be really dumb. Let's have a look. No. Okay. Completely ignore what I'm trying to do. Why is this not computing to me? I'm so sorry. This is now going to a track where I'm just being so brain dead at the moment. Because I know in the NBA it's normally, I don't know how it works for on Google because Google's interesting. If they are playing at home, then that's something else. No, they're playing away. So by that standard, yeah, they're playing away. I'm assuming that back to back at Sacramento, day off Thursday. Portland. Do they play the? Yeah. Oh no, they don't. Then it's Saturday again in Utah, and then Phoenix. So they're playing away all 5 games. I'm sorry, that took way longer than it should have to realize that they were playing away because it looked like they were playing at home on Google, but they're playing all away, and it didn't make sense that they were playing 5 Western Conference teams at home. I'm so sorry. I've just wasted like 3 minutes of your time. But what I'm trying to get at is, if it was a team like the Lakers where they are going around, they're playing back to backs at different grounds, different home courts. it's going to be a bit more difficult. The guys I'm looking at are probably Bam Adebayo and Norman Powell. But like, let's be honest, I reckon they might miss a game at Sacramento. They might miss a game in Utah. Some of these guys, there's no one on this list, in my opinion, who's going to be super worth it. If you can't think of any, if your team's pretty much perfect and you can't think of any trades, then I think going to Norman Powell or Bam Adebayo is fine to do. It's just like, are you gonna like? There's a potential like, oh, actually no, I did see let's have a look at for Miami. Do they have injuries? Okay, so Tyler Hero's not playing. Jaquez, Mitchell, and Rosie is still locked up. So it's really Bam and Powell, really. Look, I can have a look at the like my team and what my trades are going to be, with those guys, but I really don't know. I'll be honest. Like, I wouldn't trust like a lot of these guys. Yeah, so that's Miami, and that's kind of the conversation It's the weird conversation I'm having with them. So I did have a look. Let's have a look at Dallas because Cooper Flag did his ankle, and now we're unsure. He's questionable. They play New York at home. Go to Golden State. Go to LA. Then go back home against Milwaukee. Something's telling me I need to get rid of him. So all I know at the moment is Karl Anthony Towns for me is getting yeeted out, and Derek Queen, which gives me 34 mil. Great. It says Jokic is not. Oh, they never had injury. They don't have injuries on here, don't they? No. I don't know why. Ignore me. So teams to go for, like I said. So the guys that I was thinking of bringing in. So we've got Giannis here, and then I'm thinking Jaylen Brown. That's what I'm thinking of at the moment with my team. And then I've got 2 guys playing 3 games this week. And then what I do, I trade Flag. This isn't looking good. Players I can afford. Sandra had a really good game today, but who's that? Who's been averaging the most? Dylan Brooks. Is that a weird pod? I feel weird that I'm going with that route, but I don't want to start Renault either. So I could, we get rid of him. Get break evens here. I really don't like the options here. Excuse me. Is it really Pender? Is that really the team that I'm going for? I don't think I like it because I really want Brown and Giannis here, so we can have a look at some other options because I think I just don't want Cat in my team, and Queen's the guy to get rid of. Let's do this the logical way. Who are teams that so I guess we can do Brooklyn, Boston, Cleveland. I won't bring anyone from Dallas, so Cleveland, Denver, Detroit. I won't go Warriors. Won't go. Oh, I guess I'll do Clippers, Miami, Milwaukee. Philadelphia, Phoenix. I think we'll just do San Antonio for now. Sacramento, Utah. So this is the options I've got for my team. Um, could go off by highest price as well. Giannis is the obvious choice for me to go for, and I think I will end up like having him there. And then it's Bam as well. I think is an interesting option. Like we go Giannis, Bam, and then I can't afford Brown, can't I? Yeah, I might be off by about 3 mil. Uh, hmm. And let's just go players I can afford. Like, what's the options here? Did it say that Huckes was injured? I think it did. I'm not going to go back and look at it. Peyton Watson. It'd be too stupid to go for him, wouldn't it? Zach LaVine. That's weird. Why would I do Zach LaVine? Oh, this is so weird. Can always move Thompson there. Kevin Porter Jr. is interesting. Stephon Castle as well. Aaron Gordon. He's not injured, is he? Oh, he's out. Great. He's out again. Well, there goes that idea. Sorry if I'm being a bit silent. It's not Keegan Murray? No, it looks like he's been injured as well. Sacramento. He's out. Yeah. Ah, my God. There is really no option. What about centers? Kalel Ware. This might be stupid. Oh, this might be stupid. 93 to 108. Then I'm kind of hoping Jokic comes back next week if that's the case, because then I don't want too many Miami guys either. So I've got to think this a bit more logically here. So Kalel Ware, Barnes, Adebayo, that's about what? 51 mil. 51 mil. Call me stupid, but I feel like this is. Are these my trades? I don't like it, but I don't hate it. Let's move. I like doing this. So I have 1, 2, 3 guys playing 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 3 threes, 5 fours, 2 fives. I think someone needs to talk me out of this to do it. There's no report. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, okay. Like, realistically, I wanted Jaylen Brown, but I can't have both of Adebayo and Ware. So, what would it look like for next week? We get rid of Barnes, Adebayo, and Ware. This might be dumb, but we could trade Cat back in because they have a nice 3 games there. Someone at Philadelphia, someone at Washington potentially. But we've got to look at teams like Memphis might not even be a terrible option. Houston, get in Şengün. bringing a guy like Jalen Johnson, but he might be injured. All right, well, 131. Who are you playing against? You're playing against Indiana, Phoenix, Houston, New York. You're playing against Atlanta, OKC, Denver, Dallas. That's pretty tough. Actually, no, it isn't. I, hmm. Cleveland, Milwaukee, Indiana, Toronto. Right, okay. Call me stupid, but these might be my trades. If Jokic comes back next week, that would be ideal. I wouldn't even mind bringing him week 13. Because then that's 28. And then I have 23 mil over two guys, and it's basically um, like bringing back Queen and Flag. Okay. This is me. I know I have like probably the past like 5 to 10 minutes. I have not said much, not much deep analysis or thought. I am not advising you go with Bam and Ware. But I have the money to do it. I think I'm going to go Giannis the captain here. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this, but at the same time, it could work. What am I doing? Well, I guess I could trade Ware and Renault to a rookie and Brown next week, but okay. I think that those are my three trades. I don't think I love it, but I don't think I hate it, and I don't advise it. I wouldn't recommend going with two Miami guys, especially when they're competing for the same spot. Um, it's just I can afford them, which is annoying. Um, can I go for Norman Powell? Can I switch it around and get Powell in? I think I can. I think I'd rather that. Oh, you're joking. I'm off by 20K. Oh, fucking Carl Anthony Towns, hey? Oh, God. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like Khalil Ware being there. Aaron Gordon's injured. He would have been. I would have gone for Aaron Gordon, but yeah. Now this pisses me off. I remember trading Namus Cater like week 2. Now he's at 11 mil. My dumbass wasn't thinking straight back then. Oh God. No, there's not really much option here. Can't believe I'm saying this, but we're bringing in bloody Khalil Ware. Right, I think that's going to be it for me. Sorry that I haven't said much. We can go. I know that the most trade ins and outs aren't at our bottom right, but to end this off, and I can use my words a bit more without my I've got to start thinking about this and talking like this, and you guys not really understanding me, but. I think guys to go for this week, I reckon Jaylen Brown is a good option. I would have 110% gone for Jaylen Brown, but I wouldn't have afforded like Ware or Adebayo, which is a bit annoying because Karl Anthony Towns is shit at his job. Donovan Mitchell's interesting. It could be a pod play as well. Like he's playing, but you've got to remember he's playing 2 games the week before he has 5. I wouldn't go for any Dallas guys. Denver, if you don't have those guys, it's probably not worth it now. But like Jamal Murray, this is your last week bringing him in, I guess. Detroit for Kate Cunningham, Jalen Duran, like this is your last. Like I probably wouldn't bring him in because he's playing 4-4-3-4, and there's other teams playing 5 that week. Houston, wait 1 week. You can bring in Şengün, Durant, maybe Thompson. LA's interesting. Kawhi's the only guy that I can think of, and James Harden. But remember, it's not an amazing run. To be honest, excuse me. Milwaukee. Yeah, I'm going for Giannis, obviously. And I think I want him, if he can stay healthy for the rest of the season, then I think, no doubt about it, like, go for him because he's got that 5 game and he's solid over 3 games over those next 2 weeks. Wait for Anthony Edwards next week or any other guys on Minnesota. I wouldn't go for Shea, but if you've got him, I wouldn't get rid of him because he can obviously score 94 over 3 games. And if you can do that for 2 games, I think he'd take that. Orlando's still playing 2. Interesting that Memphis played. How amazing is it that, like, I felt like no one realized that Orlando and Memphis were playing in Europe. Just so random. I found out like 2 days before, and they're all taking photos, and I'm like, what the hell are they playing in Europe? Anyways, I thought that was funny. I think the main guy to go for this week is Tyrese Maxey, in my opinion. He's playing 3 4s in a row and a 5. He's barely missed any games. He's been in great form. He's the guy to go for this week, in my opinion. Phoenix is interesting. Could go for Booker, but you got to remember he's playing 3 and then 4 when teams are playing 5. Anyone else? Sacramento? Nah. San Antonio? You could go Wemby, but I don't really trust his body, and I think he's on my ban list. I was talking about it with Casual Baller, and shout out to you, always commenting on my videos and talking on Twitter. But I think Wembanyama, in my opinion, is on a bit of a ban list for me. I don't trust it, in my opinion. Don't bring any Toronto guys because I know it says 4 here, but they've played 5 3-game weeks in a row. And I'm getting rid of Scotty Barnes next week. He's got a horrible run for those 5 weeks. Utah playing 2. The time to get them was 2 weeks ago. Not really much of a point, unless you go on Keontae George and you can't think of anyone. He would be too expensive, would he? Yeah, if I can't afford bloody what's-his-face, Norman Powell at 13 mil, I won't afford George. Yeah, so I think the guys to go for this week are, if you can't think of anyone, then you can go Miami guys. Just be aware that some of them might miss 1 game. And it's a bit of a risk because I've got 2 of them as well. I think Jaylen Brown should be a definite in. I reckon Tyrese Maxey and Giannis are like my top 3 ins for this week if you don't have them. That's why I'm getting Giannis this week. And I am captaining him. I think he'll have the highest projected. We can have a look at that through SC Plus. Well, Jokic isn't playing, but really 152 for Kawhi? Oh, who is he playing? Jesus. They're playing... That's a really good run for them, but I don't think he will score 152. But yeah, Maxey, Giannis, and Shea will be interesting there. Yeah, I think that's about it from me. I'm really sorry that I didn't speak that much today, but hopefully you guys get an idea of where my head's at and what I'm doing. Because, yeah, look, I don't know what's going on with my team. It would have been better if I waited like an hour or 2 to see like who's the most traded in and out, but that's my team. I know there's really nothing going on here. I think I'm going to have to get rid of Renault next week. Probably get rid of Barnes, Kalel Ware, and Renault. And that will create like what? Oh, that's horrible. That's like 36 mil over 3 players. Not ideal at all. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys had a good week for this past week. Let me know how you guys went. Or let me know your trades. Let me know everything. Ask me any questions down below. But yeah, that's going to do it from me. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good week this week for NBA, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.